A major Tesla software update is coming very soon, but is it really the software update that we've actually been waiting for? Look, version 11 looks to be super cool. If it's anything like what we have on the new refreshed Model S and the Model X, it's going to be a big redesign to the Tesla UI. We're going to get this new dock at the bottom, this new sort of multi-window view up in the main UI, some extra functionality. It looks to bring with it a lot of cool new things, and finally, this holiday update that was supposed to come at the end of 2020 should be coming hopefully by the end of 2021, but I feel like Tesla could do so much more, and you guys feel the same way. There were a lot of interesting comments made by you guys about things you'd like to see added to Tesla cars through the power of a free software update, ways to unlock additional hardware, and just to use that hardware in new and creative ways. A lot of things that Tesla could easily do that they haven't just yet. So these are 10 features that you and I would love to see added to Tesla vehicles, a lot of which Tesla could easily do. 10 things to make the perfect software update to totally transform Tesla vehicles and make them basically perfect. First things first, let's talk about the one feature that everybody would love to see regardless of whether you use iOS, Android, and that is either Android Auto or Apple Carplay. Look, there is no denying that Teslas are like computers on wheels. They are the sleekest in terms of software and hardware. They've got a really great infotainment system that's really responsive and unlike anything else on the road right now. But there are some major shortcomings that Tesla has really yet to address and get right. There is no virtual assistant support. Text message support is super lackluster. There's not a lot of options at all for third-party streaming media. A lot of issues that could be easily fixed by Tesla just adding support for Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, one or the other, but hopefully, preferably both. Having these systems run alongside the Tesla user interface would be super nice for a couple of big reasons. Obviously, it would fix a lot of the major flaws that Tesla currently has. You'd have access to Google Assistant or Siri in your car. You'd have the option to use Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Prime Music. You'd have a lot of different streaming options for you in terms of music and podcasts. You could have maybe third-party support for maps like Waze. A lot of people would love to see that. You would just have a whole lot of extra functionality with not a whole lot for Tesla to do on their part. All they have to do is support CarPlay or Android Auto, and then Apple and Google would basically do the rest. It would be super nice to see this on the Tesla vehicle, even if it was just sort of in a windowed mode. I think people would just love to have it in any sense on their cars. It would be super nice to see. In fact, I will have a video upcoming soon, hopefully next week, that kind of talks about what Android Auto and CarPlay could do in more detail, why Tesla should add this, why they shouldn't add this, and a lot of other stuff. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, if you want to stay tuned for that video, and also drop this video a like because it really would help the video and the channel out because a lot of people dislike my videos these days. So if you could like it, I'd appreciate that. And Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, would definitely love to see that come. That would definitely be, I think, the biggest software update ever and would definitely make the cars much more perfect. Next up, another feature you guys want to see, and one that I would love to see as well, is some kind of push notification for Sentry mode to your phone. As of right now, the only notifications the Tesla app will send you are if there's an issue, if there's a software update, and if your alarm was triggered. There's no way to get any kind of notification if Sentry mode went off, or any way to let alone see what actually was recorded from your car. What would be really cool is if Tesla was to be able to kind of push a notification to let you know that, hey, Sentry mode went off, and then sort of giving you a preview of what the car saw. Even if it was just kind of like a smart doorbell where you got like a 3 to 5 second of what the car saw from like one camera angle, that would be super nice to see. Then maybe you could jump into the app and then get a full preview of the event, or be able to see multiple camera angles, or get like a streaming video. Just being able to see when Sentry mode was activated from your phone would be really nice to see. And the car already has a built-in cell connection. You already basically are paying for a data plan if you have premium connectivity. So it would make sense and shouldn't be that hard for Tesla to add sort of this functionality into the car and allow you to do this. There is this functionality promised by third parties, like Ring has a weird solution that's supposedly coming to Teslas one day that will allow you to do this and get like live previews of Sentry mode and events and stuff like that. But that is still not out as of the time of this filming, and something, again, Tesla should easily be able to do. So that'd be cool to get live Sentry mode events and previews on your phone, and to be able to stream that video from your cameras on your car to your phone for free. Please, Tesla, make this happen. Next up, another feature that you guys would also love to see, and you guys make a lot of good points on why it should be there, would be reverse wireless hotspot. This is not new to Teslas or other cars. In fact, a lot of cars these days have a Wi-Fi hotspot feature that basically allows you to harness the power of the car's LTE connection and share that to the passengers in the car, whether it's for phones, tablets, computers. Being able to use the cell connection of your car and sharing it with others is kind of nice, and something, again, that Tesla should be able to easily do. A lot of you guys made a great point that adding a personal hotspot to your phone plan could be an extra cost and also could not be unlimited, and there are a lot of hoops to jump through for that. Because your car already has built-in LTE, and because, again, you're usually paying for this with premium connectivity, it would be nice if you sort of had the option to harness the power of that LTE connection. If you could sort of connect your phone or your laptop or tablet to the Wi-Fi of the Tesla, that'd be super cool, especially for passengers on a road trip or being able to just use your phone and not have to rely on your own data, especially too, which is kind of cool to be able to use the LTE of the car when maybe it has better service and a better connection and a faster connection than the connection on your phone. That'd be super nice to see as well, and be able to utilize the connection in your car. So again, not a new feature for many cars. It'd be nice for Tesla to add this, a reverse wireless hotspot feature from the car's connection that allows you to connect to it. Would be super cool and really nice to see, and a nice way to put that premium connectivity price of $10 a month to work for you. And also, speaking of cell connectivity in your Tesla, another nice thing that Tesla could do for owners and those who pay for premium connectivity is the ability to download a software update over the cell connection built into your car. Now, I know Tesla used to do this, and there are rare instances, if it's an emergency, that Tesla will allow the car to download an update over the built-in cell connection, but this is not currently something that most owners, 99% of them, can do at any time. It would be nice, again, for those who are paying for premium connectivity to be able to download updates anywhere through the car cell connectivity. It is not super inconvenient to do it over Wi-Fi, but in a lot of instances, if you're living in an apartment or you just don't have Wi-Fi that reaches your garage, having to get your car onto a working Wi-Fi hotspot can be a bit of a pain. So being able to just use the car's LTE connection to do this would be super nice to see. Again, it's not a huge deal, it's not a big thing, but it would be one of those nice little things, little creature comfort thing that would be nice and make your life as a Tesla owner just a little bit easier. Next up, let's talk cameras. So obviously there are a number of different cameras on multiple Tesla vehicles, and they're capturing all these different vantage points. So let's actually put those cameras to use in a way that's a little bit more convenient for you. This is a feature I see in a lot of different cars, one that's even on like a Honda Civic that I previously owned, and one that I see pop up a lot on different forums and Reddit threads, and that is the ability to pop up the camera for the corresponding turn or lane switch you're going to make. Basically, let me put it simply, I'm confusing my words here. If you turn on your turn signal to go right, pop up the camera that shows you the right side of the car and the traffic in that lane. If you're going to make a left turn, pop up the left camera so you can see what's on the left side. Basically like a blind spot camera so you can see exactly what is on the lane and what's in the lane that you're going to go to. I can do a better justice by not talking about it and showing you guys with this B-roll video, so you guys gonna get what I'm saying. Teslas have these cameras, they're all ready to go, and again, this is not a new feature. We have these on cars like Honda Civics, and it would be nice for Tesla to sort of push this in a really easy software update and allow you to sort of toggle this on, so you can have a blind spot camera that shows you what's going on in either side of your car. Obviously, you can do this right now sort of manually by turning on the cameras and being able to have that up at all times, which is nice, but it's just not the same as the Tesla doing it for you automatically. So then again, it'd just be super simple to have this pop up when you turn on your turn signal for the corresponding lane. It kind of shows the corresponding camera just easily like that. Again, not a huge deal, not earth-shattering, but just another one of those little things that would make your life a little bit more convenient, and just a nice little creature comfort thing that should easily be able to be done through the power of those magic software updates. Another way Tesla could really put these cameras to work and utilize them for your benefit would be with some kind of top-down bird's eye view, 360-degree hybrid view of the car and its surroundings. Again, this is not a new feature. It is on plenty of other cars, and especially if you're spending over $100,000 on a new Model S or Model X, it's kind of crazy that this feature does not exist. I have seen some that say that Teslas are lacking one of the cameras or one of the angles, or there is some hardware missing for making this happen, but I can't imagine that there's not some way to sort of utilize all the cameras and angles that Tesla vehicles currently have and make this sort of hybrid view so you can kind of see the different obstacles and things around you as you pull into a spot or back into your driveway or whatever happens to be. A 360 top-down view would be really nice to see. Now, if Tesla does not not decide to add Android Auto or Apple CarPlay support, something else they desperately need to add is third-party media streaming support. As of right now, you have TuneIn, Stitcher, and you have Spotify Premium, and that is it. We have seen some rumors that Tesla is going to add more options to Teslas with version 11, but I think that this has got to be expanded and has to happen sooner than later. You have lots of different streaming music options, from the free Spotify tier to Apple Music to YouTube Music and other things. It would be nice if Tesla sort of opened up this ecosystem a little bit and allowed you to stream from other music options that aren't just Spotify. Same goes for podcasts as well. There's Overcast, there's Pocket Cast, there's other podcast options that are better than Spotify and TuneIn. Which one does podcast? TuneIn or Slacker? Basically, there are other podcast players that are much better, that are much more feature rich, and would definitely give you a much better experience. And it would be super nice if Tesla was to sort of build out an API or just build in support for other third-party media streaming options. It is definitely time. This is long overdue, and something Tesla definitely needs to do sooner than later. Something else I'd love to see Tesla add through the magic of a software update, or I guess specifically the software update through the Tesla app on your phone, is the ability for the first-party Tesla app to do a lot more things and gain functionality that third-party apps do right now, whether that's detailed driving statistics or battery health information, or being able to plug in who your provider is for electric at home so your Tesla charges at the cheapest time. All of these things, plus a whole lot more, exist in these third-party apps that it'd be nice to see the official Tesla app do on its own. There is a lot of functionality here that Tesla could add, a lot of things that the Tesla app could do that it doesn't do right now. I mean, I could go on, but just being able to change the scheduled departure time from the phone, being able to see information about supercharging statistics on how full it is from the app would be nice to see. And again, just being able to plug in who my electric company is, then have my Tesla charge at the cheapest time, so it costs me the least amount of money as possible. All things that third-party apps do that the Tesla app could do as well. Now, besides waypoints, another thing that people would love to see built into the Tesla mapping system is real-time road work and construction and events like what you have on Waze. Just short of putting Waze in as an option for the default map on your Tesla, it'd be nice if Tesla was to integrate more real-world events into the map that they currently have right now. You can see live traffic visualization. That's about the closest thing you have right now, but road work or police activity or anything like that would be nice to have update in the map as well. Again, this is something that Tesla could do maybe because they're tying into the Google Maps API and technically Waze is working off the same system. It'd be nice if Tesla was able to do this, or again, just make Waze an option on your Tesla, but adding in more real world events and real time events would be a nice addition to the map built into your Tesla. And last but certainly not least, one of the ways that Tesla could solve a lot of their problems, including about most of the problems I guess I mentioned on this list, is just simply by adding a Tesla App Store. Now, I know that there are many conflicting opinions on this. Some see it as a great benefit to the car, some see it as a security risk, some think that it kind of takes away from the purity of Tesla, but there's no denying that adding in an App Store and vetting developers and having, access to third-party apps would be a really good thing. You'd be able to solve a lot of the issues of the map system and the third-party media streaming systems, and a lot of the issues that people have with Teslas could be easily overcome by adding in an app store. Even if it was just a limited app store that just had vetted developers, it would be super nice to have an Overcast app on my car and have Waze as a mapping option and have Apple Music for media streaming and an Audible app for books. It'd be nice to have an app store that would really give you endless possibilities, and not just like functional apps, but games and third-party streaming options for video. And there is a whole lot that Tesla could do, and a lot of the burden that could go from Tesla engineers to other app developers just by opening up an app store on their cars. This is something that Tesla has hinted at that they might do in the future, but as of right now, there are no clear plans that Tesla could do this. But an app store definitely makes sense and would definitely be, I think, the biggest, most substantial, and the coolest software update ever, and would just make things a whole lot more functional and really make things a whole lot better on Tesla vehicles. So what do you guys want to see in future Tesla software updates? What are the must-have features that you'd love to see added that would give you guys the perfect Tesla experience? Or what are some features that maybe are not there right now that are holding you back from buying a Tesla or recommending it? What does Tesla need to add? And what is a cool thing they could add through the power of one of those free software updates? What are your thoughts on the update process? What do you want to see added? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I think that's it, right? As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I will see you all in the next one.